ranging from ghostly pictures of long deceased family members to unexplainable photos that are still clouded in mystery to this day. Welcome to the list of the top 10 creepiest ghost photos ever. Number 10. The Amityville Ghost. You may have heard or watched something on the well-documented case on the haunting of the Lutz family. They lived in a house that had previously been lived in by the DeFeo family. The house was on the market for well over a year before the Lutz family moved in, and that's simply because no one wanted to buy it because of the tragedy that happened there. The story goes that one night Ronald DeFeo murdered both his parents in their beds, as well as his brothers and his sisters. This image was captured with an infrared camera that was set up on the second floor and programmed to take pictures through the night. The picture appears to be that of a small boy with glowing eyes, and it's been called everything from one of the dead DeFeo children to a demon. Number 9. The White Lady of Worcester Church. In 1975, Diane and Peter Berthelot visited the Worcester Church in the United Kingdom. Diane decided to sit on one of the benches and pray, whilst Peter decided to take a few photographs. A few months passed since their trip and they decided to get their photographs developed. They took them home and then showed their friends. One of the friends was browsing through them and asked Diane, "Who's that sitting behind you?" Diane looked and was in total disbelief, as she was convinced she was alone whilst praying, and she definitely didn't see anyone wearing old-fashioned attire. They took the photo back to the church and presented it to the vicar. The vicar told them about the legend of the White Lady, who only appears when someone near is sick. Diane was indeed ill at the time and taking medication. Number 8. The Hidden Cowboy. This photograph was taken in 1996, when a gentleman named Ike Clanton decided to get his photo taken dressed as a cowboy next to the famous Boot Hill graveyard. The graveyard is famous because it was used to bury outlaws in the 1800s. After taking a look at this photograph, he spotted a strange figure also dressed as a cowboy, and no one was around him at the time the photo was taken. In his attempts to get some clarification on what was going on in his photograph, he tried to restage it. He made someone stand in the very same spot as the mystery cowboy and tried to retake the photo. It proved to be absolutely impossible to get a similar shot without legs being visible. To this day, this photo cannot be explained. Number 7. The Ghost of Grandpa. A woman named Denise Russell was attending a picnic with her grandmother in 1997. Her grandma was in her 90s, and during the picnic Denise took this picture. Also in the picture is Denise's grandfather. The only problem is her grandfather had been dead for 12 years. The family didn't even notice anyone stood behind their grandma in this picture for over 3 years. It was only noticed one Christmas whilst looking through photos after grandma had passed away. Number 6. The Ghost of the Lady and the Bulldog. This picture of a mother and her son was taken shortly after they had settled into their new home in Chicago. They wanted to take a happy, memorable photo, but unknown to them, something was watching them from the doorway of their new home. After it was developed, they found what seems to be the face of an old lady, but some say it's a bulldog. The strange thing is, the whole family claimed no one was at their home the day the photo was taken. Number 5. The Lord Combermere photo. This picture was taken in the library of the Combermere Abbey in 1891. The abbey is located in Cheshire in England and was founded in the year 1133. In the chair to the left, a figure of a man can be seen, and it's widely believed that this is the ghost of Lord Combermere. Lord Combermere was a British military commander in the 1800s, who proved himself in many very successful military campaigns. He died in 1891 after he was run over by a horse and carriage, and on the day of Lord Combermere's funeral, this photo was taken in the library. Number 4. The Wem Town Hall Ghost. Wem Town Hall burnt down on the 19th of November 1995 and attracted a crowd of onlookers in the process. Most stood and watched in disbelief, but one person was taking photographs. The photographs captured this picture of a young girl in the burning chaos. No one recognised or even saw this girl whilst the town hall was alight. They came to the conclusion it could be the ghost of a girl named Jane Churm, who was associated with a great fire in the town in 1677. It's said that Jane caused the town fire when she accidentally set her family's thatched roof on fire whilst preparing the fireplace. The fire caused devastation and spread through Wem, burning homes to the ground. Number 3. The Freddie Jackson Ghost. This photo was taken in 1999 by a retired RAF officer. It's a photo of a squadron who had served in World War I at the HMS Daedalus Training Centre, and in the top row a ghostly face of a man can easily be seen. 2 days previous to this photo being taken, a mechanic named Freddie Jackson was accidentally killed by an airplane propeller. This photograph was taken on the same day as his funeral. Freddie was well known, and this ghostly face was easily recognised as Freddie's by the whole squadron. It's said that Freddie, unaware of his death, still turned up for the group photo as previously planned. Number 2. The Cooper family hanging body. This freaky picture sends chills down my spine, and it's been clouded in mystery for years. The story originates in Texas in the 1950s, where the Cooper family had bought a new house and had just moved in. Celebrations started and pictures of the joyous day were taken, but unknown to them, someone or something else was attending the party that day. The photos of the celebration were developed, and this creepy figure hanging upside down from the ceiling was spotted. This photo has been the subject of debate, with people saying it was fake, staged or set up, but most believe it's a genuine photo of a ghost. Number 1. The ghostly baby rising from the grave. In the 1940s, Mrs. Andrews took this picture whilst visiting her daughter's grave in Australia. Unfortunately, her child had passed away the year before at the age of 17. After her visit, she returned home and got the photos developed. To her shock, she found this young stranger in the photo. She was adamant that no one was in the cemetery that day, and the baby didn't look like her daughter when she was an infant. Then in 1990, a paranormal researcher named Tony Healy decided to investigate the case, which led to the discovery of the graves of 2 infant girls buried directly next to Mrs. Andrews' daughter. And that brings my list of the top 10 creepiest ghost photos to an end. I jolly well hoped you liked it, and as always, thank you for watching.